Hi Booktube, my name's Peyton and I've decided for 2024 I'm gonna go ahead and start a Booktube channel. So a few things about me. I am 25, I am a bookseller by day. I have been working at a bookstore for the past 2.5 years. I've absolutely loved it, and that is where I have accrued most of my books. So definitely need to work on that. Stop spending all my paychecks there. So I'm gonna do the Booktube newbie tag. I'm just gonna pick a couple questions here and there. Just keep it short and sweet for this little intro video. Let's get started. Okay, so question number one, why did I start this channel? I have been thinking about starting this channel for a while now. Mainly it is because my shelves are giving me anxiety now and I need some accountability. I have a ton of unread books and I am just tired of not knowing what they're about. So I wanted to jump on here and kind of tackle my physical TBR for 2024. And I thought what better way than to jump on YouTube. I'm always on YouTube watching other booktubers. So I was like, why don't you do it yourself, Peyton? So we're here, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, pretty much just accountability on my part. So next question, why do you love reading? I have always been a big reader, especially when I was younger. I was into, fairy books, vampires. I've just always been into reading. It's been a calming sort of experience. I've dealt with a lot of anxiety in my life and books have always been there and they kind of just let you escape. And so I've taken that into my adult life and I have now started to sell books. I'm a bookseller. So I'm just surrounded by books all the time and it's been the best experience so far. Okay, so next question is what series got you into reading? So the most earliest series that I can think of is the Rainbow Magic series, where it was the first, at least, portion of this series was all of the rainbow colors and each one was associated with a fairy. So like there was a red fairy named Ruby, green, blah, 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 blah. And I just remember loving that series. I love something that has like a theme. So like every book was a color, absolutely loved. So that was like my earliest thing, earliest series that I really got into. As I got older, I kind of like skipped over a lot of the YA. I was a voracious reader in middle school and I was reading some things I probably shouldn't have. So I went straight to adult and one of my favorite series was the Night Huntress series. So if anyone's into Buffy, this is like perfect for you. And I just remember devouring this series. So that was probably like the next one that really got me into reading. Yeah. So next question is, what challenges do you find yourself facing that will be the hardest to overcome in starting a booktube channel? Mainly the editing and filming. I am new to this whole scene, so I'm gonna have to learn a couple new skills to try and get these out. But I've always loved learning new things. I've always been like a DIY girly, and I feel like making your own YouTube channel is kind of electronic DIY. I don't know. So learning all those new things that I've never tried out before, I think that might be the hardest to overcome, but I'm really excited to at least try. So next question is, where do you read? I read all over the place. I read physical books. I'll read them at work. I'll read them at home. I'm not a big outside person just because I don't like being hot. So there's only a certain window that I can read outside and actually be comfortable. But I'm also into audiobooks, so I'll listen on my drive to work, just pretty much all over. If I have a comfy seat, I'm gonna be reading. So next question is, what are the books that you like to read, or what kind of books do you like to read? I'm a big romance girly. I'm also into fantasy. Paranormal has always been a really big one for me. Anything vampires, werewolves, things like that. I'm also into nonfiction. So mainly pop culture or science I'm a science major, so anything dealing with like biology, chemistry, things like that. I love like a good sciencey nonfiction where I feel like I'm learning something. Will I ever use that knowledge? Probably not, but I find them really fun. Another one I'm into is magical realism. So like the Night Circus, like that is my bread and butter. I loved the Night Circus. So anything magical realism, speculative fiction, things like that. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Why do I love reading? Probably should have thought of these questions before.